Good morning, children. Sairam, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back, children, in English online class. We have already started a new chapter from your new voices book, that is chapter 13, Robot with a Virus. Robot with a Virus, right? We have already discussed new words, word meaning, and make sentences, right? And we have read one paragraph also. So let's take a quick recap. Okay, so children, as I have told you that this story is about a boy whose name is Ricky, right? Whose name is Ricky, and a robot, butler robot. So Ricky lived in a very lovely and futuristic house. Futuristic house means modern house. And his in his house everything was there. Whatever he wants, whatever his needs were, everything was present in his house. One day his parents bought him a latest model of butler robot, and the moment the robot arrived in his house, he started cooking, cleaning, ironing, and he started to gathering old clothes from Ricky's bedroom floor. Okay, so on the day when the robot arrived, at that day Ricky's room was in a very horrible condition, in a very disastrous condition, because he has thrown his clothes, toys in the floor, on the floor. Okay, so that night he slept, and when next morning he woke up, he found out that his room was perfectly clean and tidy. It was like way too clean, because he could not find his favorite t-shirt or his favorite toy, because his room was too much clean. Okay, because before that night, before that morning when he slept, his room was in very dirty condition. And when he woke up next day, his room was very, it was like shining, it was very clean, it was very tidy, and it was too clean because he could not find his favorite t-shirt or favorite toy. Okay, so he searched for those items but he could not find it. So now he thought that behind all these, who can be behind all these? Yes. So he cast a suspicious eye on the gleaming butler robot. Then he hatched a plan. That means he made a plan to spy on the robot. Spy means to observe him, right? To observe him, and he started began following the robot in the house. And then one day he finally caught it red-handed picking up one of Ricky's toys to hide it. Now we will continue. Now let's see what will going to happen next. I'll read from book. Okay, so off he went, running to his parents to tell them that the butler was broken and badly programmed. Ricky asked them to have it changed, but his parents told him absolutely not. It was impossible. They were delighted with the new butler, and it cooked like a dream. So Ricky needed to get some kind of proof. Maybe take some hidden photos. So the moment he caught him red-handed, he just went to his parents. Running to his parents, he went and he just told everything about the butler robot. He said that this robot is broken and it is badly programmed. Why he thought, why he was getting these thoughts? Because he was picking up his old clothes, his favorite t-shirt, his favorite toys. So he thought that this robot is broken and it is badly programmed. Okay, so he want to be changed, he want that robot to be changed. But his parents said no, robot is working very perfectly, working fine, it is not impossible. Okay, changing robot is not impossible, because they were very happy to have that butler robot, because he cooked like a dream. Cooked like a dream means he cooked very delicious, very yummy food. So Ricky thought that okay, now his parents are not ready to accept what he is trying to tell them, right? They were not believing. So he thought that no, I need some proof, then only my parents will going to believe. So he said now I want some proof. Then he think that I can take some hidden photos. See, so he make a plan that he can take some hidden photos as a proof. So he kept on at his parents about how much good stuff the robot was hiding. He kept on means he was telling him continuously to his parents, he was telling continuously that he just stole, he was hiding my all favorite stuff, my all favorite t-shirt, my all favorite toys. This outweighed, however, good a cook it was, Ricky argued. Outweighed means was of much more importance than something else. Okay, so his parents were not at all believing in him, and he was like, no, he is cooking so well, he is cleaning house properly, so how can he be badly programmed, or how can he be broken? But he was trying to tell them, no, he is broken, he is badly programmed, because he is hiding his favorite t-shirt and favorite toys, hiding his all stuff. Now here, sir, one day the robot was whirring past and heard the boys' complaints. So one day when Ricky was talking with his parents and robot passed from there, he heard all the conversation going on there. Okay, he heard all the conversation. He was hearing that Ricky is complaining about the robot. So he heard everything. The robot returned with one of the boys' toys and some clothes for him. So when he heard that Ricky is not at all happy, okay, he is not at all happy and he is complaining to his parents about him, so he just returned his one of his favorite toy and his clothes, okay, some of his clothes. He said, here, sir, I did not know it was bothering you, said the butler with its metallic voice. You all know how robots speak. In the same way, he said, you here, sir, that means you take your stuff. I didn't know. He said, I don't have any idea that it was bothering you. You were not happy with it. So he said, you can just take your stuff. You can just take your things. How could it not? You thief. You have been nicking my stuff for weeks, the boy answered. So when robot gave him some of his clothes and toys, he was like very angry. He was very angry and he said, how do you not even have an idea when you are stealing, when you are nicking? Nicking means stealing. When you are stealing my stuff from a week. So he was complaining, okay. Then he answered very furiously, the objects were left on the floor. I therefore calculated that you did not like them. So he said, why he picked those clothes and all his stuffs, because he said that your objects, your stuff, your belongings were left on the floor as it doesn't has any owner. So he said your stuff were left on the floor, so therefore he just calculated that you did not like them. So what he thought, that butler robot thought that Ricky doesn't need this thing and he does not like it anymore. So that is the reason why he threw it on the floor. So he said, I am programmed to collect all that is not wanted, and at night I send it to places other human can use it. So he said, the way I am doing the work, that means that picking up those stuff is programmed. Okay, he said, I am programmed in that a way that I collect all those things which you do not want. At night he sent those things, those stuffs to the places where other human beings need it, other human beings can use it. So I am a maximum efficiency machine. That means the quality of providing good results. He said, I am a maximum efficiency machine. Were you unaware? The robot said with a certain pride. He is proud, and he should be proud because he is doing a very good job. He is doing a very great thing because he is helping other people who is in need. Because Ricky was not taking care of his belongings. He is least bothered about his things, right? He don't care. He just throw it wherever he wants to on the floor. So butler robot thought that he might not like this stuffs anymore, and he just collected and he sent those things to the other places where other humans can use it, right? So he did a very fantastic job, very great job, and he was very proud of himself. So he said, I am a maximum efficiency machine. Then Ricky started feeling ashamed. He had spent all his life treating things as though they were useless, because he was getting all the facilities in his home, right? He is getting all the facilities in his home. So he is not concerned about his things. He didn't take care about his things. So the moment the butler robot told this story, then he felt very ashamed. He felt very ashamed of himself. Okay, he spent all his life treating things as though they were useless. He looked after nothing. Yet it was true that many other people would be delighted to treat those things with all the care in the world, right? Okay, fine. He is getting all the facilities in his house. But what about the other people? What about the other people who need those things? Who need those things? So he said, why he was ashamed, because in his lifetime he never cared for his things. He never cared for his stuff. He didn't treat. He thought he just took uh, he just thought that his things, his stuffs are useless. He looked after nothing, right? He looked after nothing. Yet it was true that many other people would be delighted to treat those things with all the care. That means, all if other people get those stuffs, get those things, they will be extremely pleased. They will be very happy to use it, right? And he understood that the robot was neither broken nor misprogrammed. Rather, it had been programmed extremely well. So, after this, he understood he understood everything, that the robot doesn't have any problem. Neither robot is broken nor it is misprogrammed, right? Nor it is misprogrammed, but it has been programmed extremely well. The work which robot is doing is extremely great, right? Since then, Ricky decided to become a maximum efficiency boy, and he put real care into how he treated his things. He kept them tidy and made sure he didn't have more than necessary. That means he didn't bought, or he didn't take all the stuffs. He took whatever he needs. And often he would buy things and take them along with his good friend the robot, to help out those other people who needed them. So after, what lesson he got from this butler robot? That we should always be a maximum efficient person, right? Maximum efficient person, right, children? So we should buy, or we should have only that much thing that we need. Okay, that we need. So after this incident, Ricky started to take care of his thing. He treated his things very well, right? And not only that, he also bought things, or different things for those people who needed them. So children, we should also be a maximum efficient person. Okay, taking care of our things, keeping it in a good place, cleaning it on a time is a very good habit. So you should clean your room. You should place your books and notebooks in a proper manner, in a proper place. Okay, you should take care of your clothes, keep it in a proper way in your cupboard or almirah, right? So these all are the things which you can do to become a maximum efficient boy or girl. Now let's discuss some question answer. So answer these questions. First one, what did Ricky's parents do that pleased him very much? What did Ricky's parents do, children, that pleased him very much? Ricky was pleased as his parents bought him the latest model of butler robot, right? He was pleased because his parents bought him the latest model of butler robot. Second, what did the robot start doing as soon as it arrived? As soon as it arrived, it started cooking, cleaning, ironing, and gathering up old clothes from Ricky's bedroom floor. Third, what do you think Ricky's room was like before it became too clean? Ricky thought that his room was too clean as he could not find his favorite stuff in the room. Right? Now, state true or false. First, Ricky lived an old-fashioned house. Is it true or false? False. Right? Because Ricky lived in an futuristic house. Ricky lived in a futuristic house, not in an old-fashioned house. Second, the robot started taking away all the Ricky's favorite things. Yes, true. He started taking away all the Ricky's favorite things. Third, Ricky wanted his parents to send the robot away. Ricky wanted his parents to send the robot away. True. He told his parents that this robot is broken and badly programmed, misprogrammed, so he wants to send the robot away. Fourth, Ricky's parents agrees to send the robot away. No, false. Ricky's parents did not agree to send the robot away. They said that robot is working perfectly. Fifth one, the robot told Ricky that it was programmed to collect unwanted things. Yes, true. So the robot told Ricky that it was programmed to collect unwanted things. True. Right? Now, match these expressions with their meanings. Okay, you have to match these expressions with their meanings. So here, first one, pleased as sponge. First one is pleased as sponge. These are idioms, or you can say expressions, and you have to match with their meanings, right? First one is pleased as sponge. Pleased as sponge, which means felt very happy. Felt, these expressions were taken from the chapter only, okay? While reading the chapter, you all have seen these expressions, children, right? So pleased as sponge here means felt very happy. Felt very happy. Okay, first is with G. Felt very happy. Then second one, cooked up a storm. Cooked up a storm. Cooked up a storm means prepared a large amount of food. Prepared a large amount of food. Third one, threw a fit. Threw a fit. That means got very angry. Threw a fit means got very angry. Got very angry. Fourth one, cooked like a dream. Cooked like a dream means cooked very well. Cooked very well. Fifth one, felt down in the dumps. Felt down in the dumps means felt sad, low and upset. Felt sad, low and upset. Sixth, ate like a bird. Ate like a bird. That means ate very little. Ate very little. Seventh, hatched a plan. Hatched a plan. Hatched a plan means came up with a plan. Came up with a plan. Then kept on at somebody. Kept on at somebody means kept talking to somebody about a particular thing. Particular thing. As you know that in chapter, Ricky was continuously telling about the butler robot. He was continuously complaining about the butler robot to his parents. So kept on at somebody means kept talking to somebody about a particular thing. Particular thing. Now, again, next is match these situations with the correct sound words. Okay, you have to match these situations with the correct sound words. A glass crashing. What kind of sound will come, children? What kind of sound will produce? A glass crashing. Smash. What kind of sound will produce? Smash. Second, a balloon being burst. A balloon being burst. What kind of sound will come? Pop. Pop. A gun being shot. A gun being shot. What kind of sound will come? A gun being shot? Bang. Right? Bang. Fourth, a small bell being rung. A small bell being rung. Fourth one, a small bell being rung. That means tinkle. Tinkle. Fifth, a light being switched on. A light being switched on. Click. A phone ringing. Obviously, tring tring, tring tring. Okay. Now next, fill in the blanks with is, am, are, has, or have. Have. See children, you all know that here some words are there. Sleeping, right? Sleeping. You know what is sleeping? Sleeping means, sleeping is what? Sleeping is action word. That means action is going on, right? Action is going on, or you can say doing words. Doing words. So what are these children? Is, am, are, has, or have. Have. What are these? These all are also verbs. But what verbs? Helping verbs, right? So first one is the kitten dash sleeping. The kitten is sleeping because kitten is singular, so we will use is. The kitten is sleeping. Then second one, elephants dash large animals. Elephants are large animals. Here elephants are plural. Elephants are large animals. Third, May has 31 days. May has 31 days. Fourth, Rita has a naughty puppy. Rita has a naughty puppy. Fifth, they are playing badminton. They are playing badminton. He is a good singer. He is a good singer. Seventh, all the children have toys. All the children have toys. Eighth one, I am going to the zoo. I am going to the zoo. Now next, use was, were, or had to complete these sentences. The bus dashed late. The bus was late. Second, there dashed 2 pieces of cake on my plate. There were 2 pieces of cake on my plate. Third, he dashed wearing a new shirt. He was wearing a new shirt. Fourth, the children dashed happy to see their father. The children were happy to see their father. Fifth, I dashed a dog called Woof. It dashed black fur. I had a dog called Woof. It had black fur. Sixth, it dashed raining when I went out to play. It was raining when I went out to play. Okay, so children, now this chapter is finished. Okay, go through the chapter again, read the chapter again, okay, and learn all these exercises, children. Thank you, children. Have a great day.